There is, I think we did talk a lot about development and bringing new business to Cudahy. I don't know if there's anything more you can talk about in there. That was one of the questions, and I included that with some of the other development questions that we had. Does either of you have any more comments about that particular subject?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would Mr. Day be willing to talk as well?
Sure.
All right. Then we will start, and Mr. McEwen, tell us about what you think would be.
It stays there every day.
It stays turn.
All right, Mr. Day.
Okay.
New businesses. I have talked to a lot of people what we need to see in the city of Cudahy. We currently have one grocery store in the city of Cudahy. Neighborhood St. Francis has the other one. They're both from the same chain. We have to travel, if we need to travel, for some type of grocery store to compete with prices and so forth. So I'm hearing that we need to have a little competition in the city of Cudahy with grocery stores. I don't know, I like a lot of bakery, I like fresh bread. If we had a nice baker in town, I think we could do that. We're getting a new venue in town right now. If you go down to downtown area, they're remodeling by the People's Credit Union. There's going to be a card and a gift store. The individual that's going in there is very personable. I've known her all my life, and she'll do a good job for Cudahy, bringing some light to the downtown area. How we go about bringing new businesses in is important. We need to look for the developers that are going to bring us employment, the developers that are going to bring us tax dollars, and the developers that are going to bring the interest of what we want to do in the city of Cudahy. As we go forward, we need to seek those people out. How do we do that? We can work with different areas of the government, SBA, financial institutions that are willing to lend to businesses, or businesses that are with financial institutions that are looking to expand and move. We need to keep those avenues open, and we need to keep it with the idea that we can help them with any kind of incentive that we can give them to bring them to the city of Cudahy.
The grocery store that we had Pick and Save was starting to leave the city of Cudahy. And I met with those people and said, hey, you got to stay here. And in fact, they stayed, they renewed their lease, and they improved their facade. Our downtown, it needs a facelift. It does. We have very little curb appeal, which is why we launched a facade grant program. We had a facade grant program, but if you could figure it out, tell me how it worked, because nobody seemed to know how it was working, and nobody took advantage of it. Now we've got a facade grant program where 17 businesses in our downtown are going to get a facelift. The old Majestic Theater, 3620 Layton Avenue, that's being redone. It was ugly stucco, and now they're redoing it. The card store by the old Breakwater Records. We're getting new facades is going to bring people to come to Cudahy. We're going to have a curb appeal. You know, we've added a little flair to our downtown with the flowers. It looks nice. Why can't we have nice things in this community? So we're working on that. We're also working on the welcome wagon. We've got the opportunity with this TIF district to attract businesses to our community by providing incentives. We're going out for the first time ever. We have the best and the brightest economic development director. It's not somebody's friend. It's somebody that's qualified, that's done the job, that's proven track record. We hired this person and we eliminated Vanderwall and Associates. We were paying them about $100 grand a year. And they brought us the Iceport and the Library Square condos. We got rid of them. And now we have a full-time director of economic development that's beating the bushes and getting new businesses to come to our community. We've had a lot of expansions and a lot of new businesses come, but it's also important to retain business. We've retained National Tissue. They were threatening to leave, 85 jobs. We've retained Rexnord. They've added jobs. We've retained Steelsmith and many, many others. And so that's a positive thing. When people are thinking about leaving, we've retained them. That's a plus in this economy.